Good morning, it's about 5:30 and I'm gonna do a low light test of the DJI OSMO 360. This is filmed on a Sony a7S III and I'm currently on ISO 12800, so it's really high up. Let's bump this even more so it doesn't look like it's dark, but if I go to daylight setting, it's gonna look like this. This is a daylight setting. So then you realize that it's really dark outside. So let's bump it up like this so we can see what it looks like. This is ISO 64000. So let's first try selfie mode. Then we need to have the camera straight like this. I know it sounds weird, but that's how it's going to be in selfie mode. Let's start recording. And this is what that looks like. Let's record on the iPhone 15 Pro Max also so we can compare the two. You can see what it looks like. So let's switch these to standard 360, panoramic video. Let's now switch this one so it's in an angled position instead. Let's start that recording. We are currently in 8K 30 frames per second here also, and everything else is in auto. Let's take the iPhone 15 Pro Max and then we can try this. And now let's compare this video to if we instead switch to SuperNight mode. Let's bring up the iPhone 15 Pro Max again also. We're gonna film with that. We also have these two lights here at the gates. You can see how that is illustrated by the camera. And now let's try to switch to single lens mode instead. Start. Do single lens mode with the iPhone 15 Pro Max also. And then I know it's not often you're probably going to take a picture with the Osmo 360, but just for the sake of it, let's switch to photo in single lens mode. We're going to take a picture here. It's in 30 megapixel setting, and then we're gonna go down and try it in 20 megapixel setting, and then we're gonna switch to 12 megapixel, take a picture. I'm actually really impressed by how bright it looks on the screen here. Let's see what it looks like in reality when we bring this into the editing software, or actually you have already seen what it looks like, but I have not seen what it looks like. And let's see if we go to take a panoramic photo instead. To start with 30 megapixel, take that one. Then we go into 30 megapixel HDR, let's take that one. And then we go into 120 megapixel photo, and let's take that one also. It takes a lot longer to take a 120 megapixel photo because it has to store all of that into the memory. The next thing we should do, that is to see each other in the playlist up here, because that is the Osmo 360 playlist, and the video at the bottom here, that is the video that YouTube recommended to watch next. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.